Life gives us opportunity after opportunity to ask, is this my truest self? Or am I living the inauthentic self? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Milana, and in today's video I wanted to do a real-time reading with me, reading the book The Path Made Clear by Oprah Winfrey. There's some really good quotes and affirmations that I wanted to share with you guys, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the video. Your life isn't about a big break. It's about taking one significant life-transforming step at a time. I think life is a process. You wake up, then you wake up some more, one self dies, another is born. It's an evolution of consciousness. If you look at the way God created the world, it's always about a seed and a sprout and a flower. And then it goes back to seed. It's always about process and unfolding. We're on a journey of greater and greater consciousness, becoming more compassionate, more loving, and that is a lifelong spiraling process. You are a mighty person in the making. You are a miracle in motion. Motion is movement. We're not there yet, but we're in motion. At all times, we are all going through recovery and discovery. Some people stop their lives because they are in recovery, but you should be in recovery and discovery at the same time. Whether we like to recognize it or not, even the most unconscious person against their greatest will is on a process to revolve. Life gives us opportunity after opportunity to ask, is this my truest self? Or am I living the inauthentic self? Becoming conscious means to recognize when that movement arrives, and it's coming, and it's coming, and it's coming. Oprah asked Pastor Bernard, do you believe that everyone has a calling? He replies, absolutely. She asks, how do we open ourselves to that calling? How can we be more open to hear and more open to find that path that is our calling? He replies, first, we have to believe that we do have a purpose. Every individual has a purpose. And when we begin to think that way, we will appreciate the sacredness of life and not be destructive to any aspect of it. We'll respect people better. Too often, people think purpose is that one thing for which I was born. But what happens if you achieve that at age 27? You have no reason to live beyond that. Purpose is dynamic. Purpose continues to be applied throughout your life because your gifts, your talents, and your abilities that are given to you by God remain consistent throughout your life. But how can you apply that changes as you live life from one level to another and you go through stages of life? I have a number of different callings, and I think it's possible to be called away from things I have been called to in the past. There are goodbyes as well as hellos in our callings, because a calling doesn't have to be for a lifetime. There are still huge swaths of women who never got the memo that their lives belong to them. There's this instinct that they need a permission slip from the principal's office for anything. You are allowed to ask yourself some really important questions about your life. You are allowed to take accountability and ownership for your own journey. You're allowed to ask what serves you. I know you've been trained up to serve everyone, but you're allowed to turn that on yourself and honor your own life that you were given. Here's the question. What have I come here to do with my life? That's the question that begins every single quest. What have I come here to do with my life? There's no one who hasn't had that question come to them. That's the call. Now, you can choose to ignore that question or you can pursue it. And the pursuit is the beginning of the journey. If we can get the clutter out of our mind, if we can get the guilt out of our mind, if we can get the shame out of our mind, if we can get the worry out of our mind, if we can get the busyness out of our mind, then all of a sudden we're going to have ideas, which are seeds. And the seed of an idea gets planted firmly in your mind when you believe in yourself and you believe in your potential. The soul is a lure of our becoming. We are coded in ourselves. We are coded in our hearts. We are coded in our becoming. And we are God's seeds, becoming God's self. If you have life, you have purpose. If you have life, one drop of life, that is enough. One atom is as purposeful as our planet. What is in one is in the whole. It can't be otherwise. It cannot. If you're rested, if your mind is in peace, and if you're full of love and compassion, if you come from being and then feeling and then self-reflection, then things will synchronistically fall into place. That's how nature functions, like the seed. And every seed is a promise of thousands of fours. That is your karmic seed. Harbin means that you have unique gifts. Focus on the gifts. Don't focus on the weaknesses, because there are other people who will complement your weaknesses and you will complement theirs. You recognize the gift when you're expressing yourself in that unique way, giving out your gifts, and you lose track of time. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the first chapter of The Path Made Clear by Oprah Winfrey. Thank you all so much for watching my video today. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. That always helps me and my channel out, as well as hitting that subscribe button down below and hit that bell notification so you can go ahead and get notified every single time I post on Sundays. Until next time, I will see you all in my next video. Reading with me, reading the book The Path. Oh my gosh. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, oh, I forgot to introduce myself. Oh my gosh, I wasn't even recording. I'm so flabbergasted. I wasn't even recording. What the heck?